we've been talking a lot about what's weird. Tim Walz was the one who essentially began using the weird phrase to describe the Republicans. And they are freaking weird. And Tim Walz used to have an A+ rating from the NRA. And then he saw school shootings happen and realized that's stupid. And he stopped supporting the expansion of gun rights, began supporting common sense gun violence prevention laws. And now he's got an F rating with the NRA. That's my type of politician. That's an elected official I can get behind. Because you know what's weird? It's weird to make it easy to get as many handheld weapons of mass destruction as you possibly can. It's weird to have candidates in commercials where they should be talking about the resource distribution, which is what they're supposed to do. Making sure you got schools, you got hospitals. We're going to talk about that in a minute. You have transportation, you have job opportunities. That's what they're supposed to be doing. Why are you in a campaign video shooting something? It ain't even something you go hunt and eat. You're just shooting something. You got Brian Kemp, the governor of the state of Georgia, himself, who was featured in campaign ads where the boyfriend, his daughter's boyfriend, is sitting in the room with him, and he's got the gun aimed at him, and he's got the boyfriend reciting pro-Brian Kemp talking points at risk, I guess, of being shot. I think it's pretty weird that you think a drag queen is going to cause little Timmy to want to grow up and put on makeup just for being exposed to it, but it's not going to expose your children to the idea that guns can be used to solve problems when the frickin' head of the state, the governor, is using a gun in his own campaign videos as an indicator that guns are the best solution? That's pretty fucking weird. It's pretty weird that people like Brian Kemp pass laws or sign laws into position or sign legislation into law that is going to make it easy for everyone to get weapons. There was a reporter. There's an image right now floating around where a reporter is asking Brian Kemp what can be done to make schools safer, Georgia schools safer. And the response from the governor is, this is not the day to talk about safety or policy. We need thoughts and prayers for the victims, law enforcement, and educators. What a bitch. I got some thoughts and prayers. I got some prayer. Mother, Father, God, I'm going to need you to guard my tongue. Mother, Father, God, I'm going to need you to bless all the children of the land, keep them safe from all hurt, harm, and danger. We're going to dispatch the angels or the good energy or whomever juju you pray to keep the baby safe. Okay, that's a prayer. But here goes some thoughts, you dimwit. This is exactly the time to talk about safety and policy, because this is exactly the type of effort, this willingness to make it so easy for people to get access to these weapons and then wonder why people have access to the weapons. Where they do that at? I don't understand. Am I missing something? Because it's pretty freaking weird that you think a book in your school library about 6-year-old Ruby Bridges trying to integrate a school is going to cause your child to be so woke that they join the Communist Party and tear down American democracy. It's weird that you think exposure like that can have that sort of impact, but exposure to over 400 million, 400 million guns in this country isn't going to expose our children to thinking, not even just our children, people in this country, to thinking that guns are the first, best, and last solution? I mean, that is fucking weird, dude. Brian Kemp, according to Shannon Watts, who is part of the Moms Demand group, she's a founder emerita of Moms Demand and of Everytown. Some of the things that she had to say. Brian Kemp, governor of Georgia, signed into law, which means the Georgia Republican legislature, dominated by Republicans, sent him legislation that mandated age verification on pornography sites. I don't mind that. He signed a law that requires users to upload an ID before they can view adult content. But there is no minimum age requirement to possess rifles or shotguns in America. That's pretty fucking weird. You got to post your ID to watch a porno, but you can be 2 and buy a damn gun? I'm being facetious there intentionally. It's ridiculous. It's pretty freaking weird that Republican members of Congress are walking around with AR-15 pins because they have more faithfulness to that faux demonstration of masculinity because they're weak, lasted, and limp in their own freaking minds. That's pretty fucking weird. It's pretty weird that you think a drag queen walking down the street is going to cause your child some harm when they minding their own drag queen, probably gorgeous business. Probably. I mean, if we're being stereotypical, gorgeous. It's weird that you think just seeing somebody holding hands with someone else of the same gender is going to expose. It's weird to me that you think that that's what's going to cause your child to make all these sorts of life decisions, but you don't think passing laws that allow everybody to have any type of weapon they want with no restriction, you don't think that's going to lead to gun violence?